ladies and gentlemen, to It Came From Netflix, here on Reaction and Review. Tonight, guys, I'm taking a look at a movie from 2010. Its title is a rather interesting title, and I'm going to get to why in just a moment. The movie is called Nude Nuns with Big Guns. Now, oftentimes I've talked about the titles of some of the movies I've covered. Normally it's to bitch about the titles, but there was one instance where the title of the film had me absolutely energized and ready to go, and that was Hobo with His Shotgun. And, well, Nude Nuns with Big Guns is a very similar title, but for some reason I'm not feeling the same bit of awesome from it, and I don't know why. I really cannot put my finger on it, but there's just something off-putting about this title, and it's almost filling me with dread about the movie itself, which is strange, because unlike a lot of the films I've covered, I haven't even watched the trailer on this one. I've been sort of interested just solely on the title. But then again, it might also be because a coworker of mine told me when I told him I was planning on reviewing this, he said, "Dude, that movie is really fucked up. You really should not watch it." So I'm a little bit iffy. But oftentimes when people tell me a movie is fucked up, I either think it's ridiculously tame or it's absolutely fantastic. So this thing might fall into one of those two categories. I don't know. But the only way to find out is if I actually fucking watch it, and I intend to do that right now. So, without further ado, it's time to kick back, relax, and check out Nude Nuns with Big Guns. Oh, wait a moment here. So, Chavo was all pissed off because one of these nuns stole a kilo of his fucking coke. When she shows him that she has it, instead of shooting her in the head, he shoots the key of coke in her hand, so now he doesn't have it anyway. What? No, motherfucker, it's called common sense. This movie has just started, and it's already starting to make my head hurt, man. Okay, I understand that this is a totally stupid fucking question, and it's partially in the title, but why in the hell are all of these why the hell are all these nuns nude while they're bundling this, coke? It just seems kind of, I don't know, gratuitous, pointless, kind of stupid. And, I understand it's also supposed to look kind of sexy, but it really isn't coming off as sexy at all. Probably because a whole lot of these women are way too fucking thin. In fact, most of them look almost sickeningly skinny, which sort of kills all of the sexiness which the scene, I guess, was supposed to have. Okay, so we have a rather disturbing and disgusting rape scene here, and it would probably be a little bit more powerful if the acting wasn't complete shit. So wait up a second here. So this priest, who has a fucking accent which vanishes at will, I should mention, shoots her from point-blank range inside of the fucking confessional. His bullet doesn't hit her at all. She hits him, though, from the same range with a fucking shotgun. Oh, and then she's able to kill another priest from a pretty fair distance, even though he couldn't hit her. Does anybody in this movie outside of this psycho nun know how to fucking shoot? Oh my god. I hate this. I despise this fucking movie, and it's not even finished yet. I'm sick and tired of the horrible acting and the god-awful writing, and I really cannot wait for this fucker to end so that way I can go to town on this goddamn thing. So, folks, we're now in the middle of a lesbian sex scene, which would honestly be a hell of a lot better if the two women were not, number one, disgustingly skinny, and number two, dog ugly, alright? It would probably really, really enhance the sexiness of this, and oh, look at that, now the nun has just pulled a gun. And the acting is keeping all tension from even entering this fucking scene. It's actually kind of sad. Well, now, it certainly has been a long time, guys, but yeah, it's another movie where someone has their dick fucking violently removed. However, though, this one here is kind of a new one because I've never seen somebody have their fucking dick shot clean off with a single shot. It would probably be a hell of a lot more disgusting if the fucking special effects in this movie weren't complete and total shit. Are you fucking joking me? This hunk of shit ends with a sequel hook. No, 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 no. Fuck off. The day a piece of shit like this gets a fucking sequel is the day I go hunting down makers of shitty film. Holy shit. I've never been this pissed off, guys, by seeing a sequel hook at the end of a goddamn movie. My god. Okay. Well, folks, that was Nude Nuns with Big Guns. Wow, I'm almost speechless. Okay. Before I get into this, I know people are going to ask, because I know I'm going to have nothing but horrible things to say about this goddamn thing for the next probably about 10 minutes or so. Probably a little bit longer, knowing me. But before you ask, no, this is not the worst film I've seen this year, nor do I think it's going to crack the bottom 5 this year, but the only way to find out is to wait until January when I make my final decisions as to what are the 5 worst pieces of shit I've covered this year. But now let's get into this movie itself. You see, some of you know I'm a big fan of Grindhouse style exploitation films. I absolutely adore many of them. The reason why I like them is because a lot of them have a style about them, a style that just cannot be matched unless you know what the fuck you're doing. Which is why Planet Terror, Death Proof, and Hobo with a Shotgun worked so well, because the people who made those films knew what to do to make it look right. This fucking thing, on the other hand, is trying so desperately hard to be nothing but trashy, that's all it is. It's absolute trash. And it's not even the good kind of trash. Now, I'm going to start with the writing, because, see, writing is sort of where this film, well, it's actually everything is where this film stumbles, but I want to start with writing, damn it. Because this film is supposed to be a sort of revenge film, but it kind of stumbles right at the fucking start, because one of the big things when it comes to revenge films is you're supposed to show us why our main character is out for bloody and violent vengeance and make us care. And instead of actually giving us like a proper story about that, we get like a 45-second flashback, which really doesn't explain much, and it just says that our main character was in love with another nun, and they were in a sexual relationship, and then they split them up, and then it kind of gets fuzzy from there. So apparently she is out for vengeance because the rest of her commune or her, I don't even know what in the hell you call a group of nuns, but they were all sort of forced into packing fucking drugs because for some reason, which is never fully explained, the priests and a biker gang are working together to traffic drugs. Seriously, guys, there is no fucking explanation as to why in the hell these priests and one fucking nun are just so absolutely evil that they not only are as foul-mouthed as I am, which I kind of thought would be worked out of you if you were a priest or a nun, but they're also working with one of the shittiest biker gangs ever committed to film so that way they can traffic drugs. There is no fucking explanation for any of this. You're basically, I guess, just supposed to nod and pretend it makes some level of sense. So, we have this woman who is out for questionable vengeance, going after people who are working together for no real reason. Why the fuck am I supposed to give even half a rat's ass about a single character in this fucking film? The answer is, I don't know. I could not find myself caring about a single one of these characters because none of them have any kind of personality. Now, that is probably because the dialogue is just so goddamned shallow and just fucking hackneyed. You guys honestly, without ever watching the movie, you could probably predict over half of the dialogue before it's fucking said. That is how absolutely trite and cliched this film's fucking dialogue is. I want you guys to just process that for just a second. And of course, this is made even worse by the fact that this is some of the worst acting I've ever seen. The people in this film could take fucking lessons from the cast of fucking Kick-Assia. Think about that for just a second. The people in this film could take acting lessons from Doug fucking Walker, and it would probably improve their acting. And those of you who know my feelings about Doug Walker should know that that's not a good thing. Anytime I try to say that the acting from Doug and his batch of talent-challenged fuckheads, oh my god, when I say that their acting's good, compared to something I just saw, you know the acting in something is fucked. The acting here is almost non-existent. Nobody knows how to fucking act, which probably, I guess, sort of complements the god-awful fucking dialogue. Now, oh my god, let's talk about sex scenes. I know I don't normally discuss these, but this film is trying desperately to make itself seem as sexy as possible. And how does it do this? By having more fucking nudity than a softcore porno film, and almost none of the women in this film are sexy in any way possible, at least not to me, because they all fall into one of two fucking categories, which automatically renders them unsexy to me. They either are so goddamn skinny that you can see their fucking ribs. Yeah, I'm not really into women who border on being fucking anorexic, okay? It's just a thing. Or they have the biggest, fakest, goddamned breasts I've ever seen. Guys, yeah, implants are not fucking sexy either, alright? And that's every woman in this goddamn film is either ridiculously skinny or has huge, fake fucking tits. That's it. And again, none of them can act, and none of them are sexy to me. So, frankly, this film was just trying to be this ultra sexy thing. It fails miserably. Again, though, that is just me. If you guys honestly are into really skinny women or women with huge fake fucking breasts, then hey, this film's gonna be perfect for you. Especially if you don't care about plot, substance, story, or character, then hey, go right to fucking town. This movie's gonna be perfect for you. Holy shit. Cinematography. Let's touch on that too. One of my favorite movies of all time, guys, is a film called Natural Born Killers. And one of the big things about Natural Born Killers was how it was filmed. Because Oliver Stone wanted the movie to look absolutely different from almost everything else you have ever seen. He did this by taking, I believe it was said to be like over 20 different types of film. Over 20 different types of cameras, including 16 fucking millimeter and 8, as well as fucking like 8 millimeter videotape. He was shooting using all these different sorts of mediums. Then he just took them all and then he Frankensteined them together into something that looked absolutely amazing. This film is trying to emulate that by using one kind of camera and just using tons and tons of filters and other bullshit you can get in Windows Movie Maker. And it looks fucking hideous. And it makes the movie look ridiculously cheap on top of it. Guys, I'm telling you right now, using my editing program, which happens to be Windows Movie Maker, I could make a better looking film, and it would look identical to this, except I'd have a whole bunch of fucking bullshit filters. And knowing me, if I'm fucking bored out of my mind when I'm editing all of this together, I may work in a couple of those filters here. I doubt it though. So who knows? And I'm probably all like black and white or something right now, so who cares? Anyway, that, guys, is the problem when it comes to this film's cinematography, is that it just looks like shit because they're trying to cover it using tons and tons of filters and shit, and it doesn't work. It makes your film look even cheaper. My God. Guys, I'm going to tell you, the only positives which this film has is that its sound mix is decent and that the lighting is okay. That's it. That is it for positives. It's all technical shit that nobody is going to care about unless you're trying to review the goddamn thing. Oh my fucking god, guys. Yes, you can watch Nude Nuns with Big Guns on Netflix, but after finishing the motherfucker myself, my one question to you is, why would you want to? At what time in your life are you going to despise yourself enough where you are going to want to piss away 90 minutes on something this absolutely abysmally shitty? Holy mother of fuck! Okay, perhaps maybe I was wrong. I have a feeling this son of a bitch is going to worm its way into my bottom 5 this year, but again, we're going to have to wait until January to find out. But right now, my feelings are pretty good, because after finally vocalizing all of my issues with this fucking thing, it's feeling pretty goddamn good. Now, I need to go do something in order to vent off a little bit of this rage. Maybe I'll go watch something good, maybe like natural fucking Born Killers. I mean, shit, you know, I actually have the fucking thing on Blu-ray, and I haven't watched it yet on Blu-ray. So I'm gonna go do that right now, and hopefully it'll calm me down a little bit. With that, we come to the close of another reaction and review. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I will see you all in the near future. Peace.